I have never played Minecraft before, yet with just 2 weeks of practice in my pocket, I decided to take on the hardest challenge, to survive not 100, not 500, not 1000, not 5000, but at least 10,000 days in hardcore Minecraft. Will I fall like so many before me? Or will I be able to conquer Minecraft and build a whole empire one block at a time without dying even once? My goals for this challenge are simple. First, turn on peaceful mode within hardcore Minecraft. Second, build every single farm in the game until it practically feels like I'm in creative mode. And third, start building mega builds, at least one for the overworld, one for the nether and one for the end. Yes, my goals are simple, but they are not easy. This is the beginning of my journey. Welcome to the guide to hardcore Minecraft 100%. So first things first, we need to change the controls. I wanted to rely on easy to reach hotkeys instead of scrolling with the mouse wheel. If you've seen those hardcore Minecraft death compilations, you know just how dangerous that can be. So this is what I have decided on. Jump for me, space makes the most sense. Sneak is left shift and sprint is caps lock. The drop selected item for me is going to be G. I really didn't want that to be bound to such a useful key as Q, because what I'm going to do is I'm going to split the hotbar into two, and the first 5 items I'm going to be able to reach via Q, E, R, F and C, and then the rest are going to be bound to 1, 2, 3 and 4, and then swap item with offhand. I put it on 0. Why am I doing this? My heart is racing. Okay, you know what? Let's just go for it. There's literally a village here. And since this is a guided series, let me take over. Villages are super useful. You can get a bunch of stuff in these. Most importantly, some free loot such as food and armor. However, there was literally nothing in this village. Did I miss something? You know what? There's another village over there. Okay. I have spawned between 2 villages, and this is the only loot I could find. Investigating the 2 villages took a lot of time, so I needed to act quickly. The first resource you want to start gathering is usually wood. 1 block of wood gives you 4 logs, useful both for gathering mass amounts of solid blocks and for the first item you want to craft, aka the crafting table. The crafting table is arguably the most important item in the game. It lets you craft more complex things on a 3x3 table instead of the 2x2 you have by default. The third reason why wood is the MVP is because it allows you to create wooden tools. I have created a wooden pickaxe here. That and perhaps a wooden or stone axe should be among the first items you craft. We'll probably need to cave in for the day. I think I'm going to start my base right about here. And now that we have a pickaxe, we can just use that to cave in real quick for the night. If you are not allowed to sleep, which is a self-imposed restriction I personally play with, then caving in is probably the simplest solution for surviving the first night. You can also start digging a mine out. Just make sure your either light things up properly or that you are not mining too far. Why is that? Well, basically because of mob spawning. Imagine a bubble around you. This bubble is 24 blocks in each direction. Mobs cannot spawn in this bubble. But if you don't light things up and start caving down 25 or more blocks away from your door, then mobs can potentially start spawning inside your base. I do feel... Okay, so we have survived the first night, it seems. Time to set up a food farm. The easiest way is just to punch grass to get seeds, which you can plant to get wheat, and of those you can create some bread. However, I've had something better in mind, but first we needed to plant those seeds. For the seeds to grow properly, you want to place them no more than 2 blocks away from water. We're going to need a hoe as well, which is this thing. And now here is a cool little trick. If you have the hoe and you put the wheat seeds in the offhand, while the hoe is selected, you can just hold down right click, like so. And very easily, you can plant all them seeds. If you enjoyed this video, could you hit that like button for me? Thanks. Let's make sure I'm collecting as much wood as possible. These trees are the best. You can easily chop them down by doing this. You just go up, like so. And then Chop, chop, chop. Jump until you reach the top. One last thing I have forgotten is, again, torches. I haven't found any coal during my mining, but we might... Okay, that's really dicey. Can we make it back from the village? Okay. Just in the nick of time. So now we are in our cozy, very dark base, but let's make things a little brighter for us. Oh god, that was really scary. Time to get to the next most important item, which is going to be none other than the chest. We will need a good couple of these. Also, with chests, make sure you craft a lot of them, and I mean a lot. I made a poor job of that here actually, and later on I was just constantly running out of inventory space. Our topmost priority right now is coal and iron. I know we don't have a stone cutter just yet, but I'm going to turn a bunch of these cobblestones into stairs, like so. This is going to allow us to save our stamina, just by having them here. We will save the energy of jumping. That has to be the worst door in the history of doors. Okay, yes. Not very safe looking, but trust me, this should be fine. Let's check the village out one more time. See if we can find any tools. Now, I'm just going to take these as well. Okay, this one's empty. We can probably take the torch for now. Oh, check that out. There's some coal over there, but... Okay, we might be able to mine that. Let's light this place up a bit. Right here, this is where many, if not most, hardcore worlds end. Do not mine until you have lit up at least the vicinity. This is especially important for me here, since at this point I have no weapons, no shield, and basically no armor. This cave was fairly small, so I could dig up some coal, and... Oh, and this is what we need. Oh, really neat. Next most important thing we need is a furnace. Probably gonna need a couple of these, but for now, just the one will do. We are going to get ourselves some iron going on. Let's create our first iron pickaxe. We kind of need better armor than this, so probably we should go for the leggings first. That's about it as far as this iron is going to carry us. Really not much luck with this mining trip. We are finding nothing. Okay, now we have found something. Okay, seems like a nice cave. In hardcore, everything seems so much scarier. I'm gonna proceed with real caution, and I can hear a skeleton. You know what? For the time being, I should probably just wall this off. Okay, this way we can mine safely. The biggest priority right now is to get full iron armor and a shield. This cave system was much bigger than the last, with lots of iron ore sticking out. So here I actually took a lot of time to light things up. And there were a good couple of paths, so you might ask, how did I not get lost? Well, I tried to make sure that I only placed torches on either the left or the right side of the cave. It helps. Sometimes. We can craft a few important items. 2 buckets, then our leggings. We're missing a helmet, and yeah, the chest plate too, an iron sword. An iron shield. And now, ladies and gentlemen, check this out. Oh, feels so much safer with the shield. Let's see our crops. Okay, and we do have a few we can finally harvest. It's time to build a food farm, more precisely a cow crusher. This will give us the best food possible for the time being, along with some leather, which will be useful later. And the build is going to be very simple. We already have everything we need for it. What you need to do is just dig down, place one chest in the ground, like so. Hopper pointing into the chest. You can extend the chest, just going out like this. So you place 1, 2, 3 here. You place a 4th one here, which should be a reverse stairs. So kind of like this. You place 1 stair here. Another here. All the way around. Bucket of water right on top of there. And we need an area for the cows to be able to enter. Get the wheat out, go to the cows and lure them into their new homes. Hello cow, let's get your body as well. Getting the cows in is the tricky part. Could you go in, please? There we go. Okay, almost. We're going to try and make this a little easier for the cow. Come on. Come on, go in, please. Oh my god, the sun is literally going to go down. And hopefully, maybe there we go. First try. Quickly, let's break all of these. And so that is going to be our very first cow crusher. We now have a basic shelter, iron tools. We have a proper mine going on. You can say we have a wheat farm, sort of. And we have a cow farm going on. So the next agenda is going to be diamond armor. Now, so we are at Y11. Okay, I'm thinking about setting up a little base here. Which is, you know what? Actually, we should do that. As you can see, I dug all the way down to Y11. As of 1.17, this is still the best height to mine for diamonds. If you don't believe me, Logical Geek Boy has a video on this. As I was digging and building this base for the mining operation, this happened. At first, I didn't even notice that I was down to half a heart. However, as I started healing, I noticed my health only went up by 4 hearts. That's when I realized what has happened. Eventually, the build was completed, but I knew if I really wanted to survive in this hardcore world, I'd have to go above and beyond. So then and there, I've decided I'm not gonna build anything until I turned myself semi-invincible, and also until I enabled peaceful mode right here in hardcore Minecraft. How am I gonna do all that? If you want to know the answer, don't forget to subscribe. My story starts right here. This was ZekuVsUNIVERSE's Hardcore Minecraft Episode 1, and I'll see you in the next one.